Today I'll show you how to modify such a cheap axe head into this with just a drilling machine and a file. I'll show you how to darken the handle with a gas burner. I'll show you how to make a handle protection with Paracord, and you learn how to darken, how to oxidize a shiny axe head. Hello YouTube! Welcome to another axe modification video. 2 weeks ago I uploaded a video where I modified such an $8 hardware store axe into a super sharp Viking style carving axe. I got a lot of comments and many of them criticized that my concept of buying a cheap axe doesn't really work, because for modifying this axe I needed an expensive machine park. Yes, I understand this feedback, because it must be frustrating if you see a super cool project and you want to do it, but you can't because you don't have the machines for that. That's why I decided to make a video on how to do this modification with just minimal tools. I use more or less just a file and a drilling machine. At least this is my plan. If you have a bigger drilling machine like this or this, no questions, go there. But I tried with the cordless. As I planned this video, I asked myself, is it necessary to remove the handle to do the modification? And my answer is yes and no. I have two reasons why it is necessary. First reason is, if you want to make here a curve like this, not like this, like this, it's almost impossible to make a proper curve with the handle on the axe head. And the second reason why I want to remove the axe head is, at the end of this video I want to make a protective oxidation layer, and this is also almost impossible with the axe head on the handle. But if you like this style with the blank steel, and if it's not your expectation that you have here a proper radius, just let the handle on the axe head. This is for sure the simplest way. So in my case I decided to remove the handle. Next step is to transfer the shape of the head on a piece of cardboard. Now I draw in the curves that make this axe to a Viking style axe. For that I found a plate and empty glass, and this is exactly this shape. Important is that you know that this axe only the first 3 centimeters are hardened. Now I transfer the shape of the stencil on the X head. So, to remove this part, I choose a total different technique than 2 weeks ago. Instead of taking the angle grinder and make cuts, I take the center punch and make marks every 4 millimeters. After, I take 4 millimeter drill and I make holes very close to each other. And after that, I try to hammer out this piece. Okay, right now I have the problem that this is much more hard than 3 centimeters. So, but I start with drilling and I will see if it works. Probably drilling a lot of holes is the better idea than working with the angle grinder, because the angle grinder make a lot of dust, a lot of mess, and you get in danger that you overheat the steel. And this should be better with a drill. So let's start with drilling. So we really had the problem that the part next to the edge is much harder than this, and I didn't expect that. I changed on the little bit more stable drill machine and I try out if it works. The problem we had was that the hardened part at the front of the axe head has not the same deep on all axes. As I tried this technique with the holes 1 week ago, it was easy possible to make some holes here in this area with a normal high-speed steel drill. But on this axe, this area is already hardened, and that's why I need a hard metal drill. Such a CNC hard metal drill you get for under 10 bucks on Amazon, for example. And with this drill, it's easy possible to make all these holes in the hardened part. As I made this video, I didn't have such a hard metal drill, so I had to improvise. That's why I took a stone drill. At the very end of the stone drill you have 2 hard metal inserts, and with this stone drill it didn't work perfect, but I was able to make holes and I was happy that I could continue filming my video. So, finally I got it. Next step is to hammer through the remaining connecting parts between the holes. Yes! Yes! Yeah! So, we missed the crucial moment, but that's life. It worked! Yes! Now I'll start with the filing work. So that's amazing how well the file works even in the hard part. Crazy. So my friends, firework is done. It's far away from being perfect, but I would say this is enough for today. Next step is to remove the coating layer from the handle, and after we burn it with the gas burner, with this one, and that it becomes like this. So, that should be enough. So, now I coat it with a bit BOX. So that make it a bit shiny. Now I want to make a black oxidation layer on this blank steel, that it looks like this. This is a bit more like hand forged, and this is a bit more bling bling. So I like this. I know two methods how to make this. One is with vinegar essence, 20%, and the other one is with coffee. But with coffee I don't have any experience. That's why I take the vinegar essence. What I have to do is, I have to heat it up in a pan. And when the vinegar is hot, I put the axe head inside. Okay, vinegar is hot enough. So I put it in for maybe 10 minutes. So now you can see the bubbles on the surface, and it's already start to blacken. So with cold vinegar this doesn't work, so you need a hot vinegar. This works much more. So this is the result after 10 minutes. I guess I put it back another 10 minutes and hope that this part get a bit darker. So we had the idea to add half a glass of coffee powder, so then we have both effects. Look at this.
The espresso effect.
Yeah. This is the result after the oxidation process. I polished up the edge a little bit with this leather strap like this. And now the edge is super sharp. Look at this. So, next step is to add the handle, and after I'll show you a special protection version with Paracord. The axe head is on the handle. Last step is to add a protection, handle protection with Paracord. So. To be honest, this Paracord protection is probably more useful in that way that you have 2 meter Paracord instead of protecting the handle. Okay, my friends, I hope you liked this project. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and see you next Friday again. Ciao!